All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
A beautiful view here of the rapid developments in City Place on the shores of Toronto Harbor. We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the court for Indiana, Freak in at point guard. Allen is out there with Hill, then it's Ellis, and it's George in at the small forward. It's stolen by Allen. It's stolen by DeRozan. He dishes it to Scola. That is good. Scola's got his first 2 points.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, free, then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the team. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Scola. Terrence Ross comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
And that one's good. Freak. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal. Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Raptors trail by 3. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to speak with Dwayne Casey for a moment. He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Thanks again, Doris.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Ross on the wing. Outside DeRozan. Drills it from outside. DeRozan's got 8.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Stuckey against Ross. Stuckey kicks to Mahinmi. Pass to Freak. Just 4 to shoot. Toronto grabs the miss. Down low. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you...
Earlier, we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll. And it's DeRozan in for Corey Joseph. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. It's DeRozan with the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. Free throw good. Freak. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. He's really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem.